They want those sweet, innocent girls to take to booze so they can be enticed into honky-tonks by slick-haired vultures who prey on the flower of American womanhood. I say alcohol must go.
The temperance movement, which was against the sale, consumption, and possession of alcoholic beverages, had been around since the 1830s. Those who supported temperance weren't always for the prohibition of alcohol because some of them drank alcohol. However, by the late 19th century, the advocates of prohibition were for prohibiting alcohol because people in general were tired of the effects of drunks. By the early 20th century, prohibition had become a national movement. One of the reasons prohibition probably came around this time is because the majority of people were moving to urban settings. So this means that previously alcohol still caused the same effects. However, now that everyone was close together, they could now see it. Also, fundamentalists were very popular around this time, and they didn't believe in drinking. So the amount of fundamentalists probably contributed to prohibition. Many other people were for the prohibition of alcohol because of the negative effects, such as people getting drunk and abusing their wives and children. It wasn't until 1918 that Congress passed a law saying that manufacturing, transporting, or selling alcoholic beverages is illegal. This attempt to make people who drank behave better actually caused more trouble than it prevented because so many people wanted alcoholic beverages that many people started selling it illegally.
Advocate the repeal of the 18th Amendment.
On March 23, 1933, President Franklin Roosevelt signed an amendment to the previous Volstead Act, which prevented people from selling alcohol. This amendment that Roosevelt signed was called the Cullen-Harrison Act, which made it legal to sell alcohol to someone that was 3.2% their weight. Also, light wines were available to buy. The Cullen-Harrison Act became law on April 7, 1933. The 18th Amendment was repealed on December 5, 1933 with the ratification of the 21st Amendment.
Happy days are here again, the skies above are clear again. Let us sing a song of cheer again. Happy days are here again.
So what do you know about the alcohol prohibition?
Not much. I just know that alcohol was prohibited.
Do you know why?
No.
Well, what do you think its impact was on America?
There's probably thousands of crazy alcoholics going wild.
Ah, yes. Do you think that could work today?
No, because it only lasts probably a few hours.
I see. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
The restart of beer production allowed thousands of workers to find a job again, and St. Louis Brewery was one of only many alcohol factories. Prohibition allowed the creation of a black market, which was important in competing with the economy, which was already under some pressure. Roosevelt was elected based on the New Deal, which promised the rise of the economy, which was only possible if the formal economy could actually compete against the informal one, which was going on at this time. His decision on ratifying the 21st Amendment in order to repeal the 18th and abolish prohibition falls into the same thing. This decision was not only made to satisfy the American population, but also to serve the politics agenda, which made its realization possible, as it is the first and only time where an amendment was created to cancel another amendment. The prohibition also had a large effect on the music industry in the United States, especially the jazz industry. Speakeasies became far more popular during that time, and the effects of the Great Depression caused a migration that led to a greater dispersal of jazz music. Movement began from New Orleans and went through Chicago and north to New York. This also meant developing different styles in the different cities. Because of its popularity in the speakeasies, which were places where they illegally sold alcohol, and also because of the development of more advanced recording devices, jazz became very popular very fast. Even though a good 70 years have passed us by since the end of Prohibition, its effects are still felt today in the rise of organized crime. The same links between crime and the prohibition of alcohol can be seen today in the current link between crime and the trafficking of legal drugs such as cocaine, heroin, and marijuana, proving that its legacy continues to live on even to this day.
They say that Mary had a lamb, its fleece was oh so white, and everywhere that Mary went, the fleece would always bite. Oh, it ain't no fault of mine. Oh, it ain't no fault of mine. If the garlic makes the baby strong, it ain't no fault of mine. My sister tore her stockings once, the poor girl in her woes. She ran out in the garden, and she took the garden hose.